This is a variety kit, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I've been busy with school. I was going to make this video earlier, but I wasn't sure about all of the rumored features and if they were true, so I decided that I was going to wait a little bit and see if I would figure out if they were true. And there's still one that I am not fully sure about whether or not it's true. I'll get to that later in the video. Today we're going to talk about the iPhone 13 rumored features and which ones came true and how true each of them were. Number one was the A15 processor. This was obviously for all of them, and like usual, this was true. I was expecting it to be true as Apple upgrades their processors every year. Number two was 120 Hertz Ltpo display for the Pro models, and this one was true. So the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max have a 120 Hertz refresh rate, or a variable refresh rate that goes to as low as 10 Hertz, depending upon the content displayed, whereas, like rumored, the iPhone 13 and 13 mini stayed at the standard 60 Hertz refresh rate. Number three was better ultra-wide camera for the Pro models. So the rumors is that the f-stop would go from f2.4 to f1.8. It would be upgraded from a 5-element lens to a 6-element lens, or the same as the telephoto camera has always been. And they would get autofocus. And yes, all of this was true for the Pro models, and this did not happen on the budget models. Number four is smaller notch for all models. I said it was roughly 25%, and yes, this one was true. Number five is sensor shift optical image stabilization for the entire lineup, as opposed to just the iPhone 12 Pro Max last year, and this one was true. Number six was an f1.5 aperture for the main rear camera on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This one was partially true. It did happen, but however, the smaller iPhone 13 Pro also got an f1.5 aperture, whereas the iPhone 13 and 13 mini remain at f1.6 from last year. Bigger batteries, 2,406 on the iPhone 13 mini, 3,095 on the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro, and 4,352 on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This one was partially true. So it's true for all of them except for the iPhone 13, the budget one. Its battery size was 3,227 milliamps as opposed to 3,095 milliamps. Oh, there's an airplane nearby. And the iPhone and the smaller iPhone and the iPhone 13 Pro had a 3,095 milliamp hour battery as rumored. Number 8 is 2.5x optical zoom on the smaller iPhone 13 Pro in addition to the Pro Max model, and this one was actually false. Actually, both of them have 3x optical zoom, which is up from the 2x and 2.5x on the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max last year. Number 9 is ProRes video for Pro models, and this one was true. There was no rumor. So actually, there was no rumor about which about like which video modes it would be available in. But it's actually not available in like all the video. It's not available in all the video resolutions and frame rates. And I mean, while it wasn't rumored for that to be true, there was no rumor about what would happen, and it's not really surprising. But I was gonna say that the ProRes video on the Pro models, it's only available for 30 frames per second, and on the 128 gigabyte model, it's further restricted in that you can only do it at 1080p or lower. Number 10 is portrait mode video. This one was rumored for all iPhones, and yes, this one was true. And this one was also limited. There was no rumor about which video resolution and frame rate it would be available in, but it was only available in 1080p at 30 frames per second. Number 11 is Astrophotography, and this one is unknown. I don't like. I actually saw some sources claiming the iPhone 12 series could take night mode photos of the sky, but it didn't have an astrophotography mode. So yeah, I don't know. And there were also some, and there were also some rumors of the iPhone 13 having astrophotography, which I would believe them. But then again. But then again, I'm not sure if it has an official astrophotography mode, even if it can take photos of the nighttime sky. Comparison between the iPhone 13 Pro and Pixel 6, that the Pixel 6 can take better shots of the nighttime sky. So basically, if it does have astrophotography, it's not as good as the Pixel 6. I can say that for sure. Number 12 was satellite calling in certain countries. This one was false, and I can confirm. And there were some rumors it would come with a software update, but I can confirm this is false, as the iPhone doesn't have the cellular band for satellite calling. And finally, number 13 was 1 terabyte storage for Pro models. This one was partially true. They were rumored to come in 128, 512, and 1 terabyte, but actually there were two things that that made this not true. First of all, the Pro models still kept the 256 gigabyte model in addition to the 128 at 512 and 1 terabyte. And there were also rumors that the iPhone 13 and 13 mini would still remain at the 64, 128, and 256. However, their storage actually got upgraded to 128, 256, and 512. So unlike rumored, they also got a storage boost. Actually, so now that I have an iPhone 11 Pro, I can actually confirm that, there were several unknown features about the iPhone 11 series out of the rumored features, but actually I can now confirm that, so I said there was a rumor that there would be edit video while recording it, and actually now that I own an iPhone 11 Pro, I can actually confirm that is false. These rumors, there were 8 of them were true, 2 of them were partially true, 2 of them were false, and 1 of them were unknown. These actually seem to be like pretty true, or these rumors seem to be like more true than many other rumors, and for that is because I didn't start collecting the rumors and making the video until September 7, or 7 days before Apple announced the iPhones, because because Apple didn't announce the announcement date until that day. So therefore the rumors were able to be more true because because it was closer to the launch date. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to be posting some more. I actually have a phone feature review planned, so stay tuned for that. And be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and possibly comment on this video. I feel like I would really appreciate that, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.